Hey everyone, thanks for joining us at our first video here with Brent. We're going to be going over, just to give people an idea, the company, Brent's background, the industry, also other things to do with, entrepreneurship, investing on a weekly basis. And if you're watching this and you have topics that you want us to cover, make sure you drop them below. I know Brent would love to chat about a ton of different things. This one's going to be fairly easy. We're just going to talk about Brent's background. People can learn a little bit about him. First things first, Brent, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Jason. Really good. Thank you.
Well, also, hey, let's kick it off. I think the best way to start, and what I love always asking is, let's start with school. First couple jobs out of school, what did you do, early stuff in your career, and then we'll carry that timeline on to, of course, how you got involved in Perpetual.
Oh God, I have to remember back. That's a little ways. I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, so I was very fortunate to be around business and business ownership from a very young age. My great grandfather was a saw filer, and he came to Canada and started up a sharpening business and sharpening all kinds of things. And my uncles took that over, and they dragged me along in there to do everything from clean the windows to help out, and basically all the grunt work there. So I've always been around that type of thing, a machine shop and that growing up, and it really piqued my interest, I guess, and how things are made and how things work. Way back before they had these shows about how things are made, that was always intriguing to me, and taking things apart and seeing what made things tick, and it led me to sort of look at how you can make things better, actually, sometimes. So yeah, real hands-on experience in business, all aspects of business, learning sales and finance and all the struggles that small business have. And my father was a banker for many years, and I said, how come the banks won't loan us any money to start my ideas here? I got some great ideas, and he says, well, we'll give you an umbrella when it's not raining, type of thing. So go learn something to do with the stock market there, son, and see what you can come up with there. That's where you're going to get the money for all your crazy ideas. So So I decided to do that and learn about, how to leverage great ideas. It's really difficult to get ideas off the ground. And that's really what it comes into innovation. Where we're at right now with innovation. And I've been involved with that type of thing my entire business career, going back 30 years. I started off by importing different new gadgets and interesting things from other countries into Canada that we didn't have over there, but we're quite successful in other countries. So I was always looking for that type of thing, not a commodity type of thing, something that is new and unique and interesting. And, the next big thing was kind of my goal. And so I was fortunate to be involved in a few different products over the years, where I brought them to Canada and did okay, made my first $1 million, when I was early 20s. And of course, in your early 20s, you get that kind of money, you spend it pretty quick too. So I've made money and lost money, but it's true what they say. You learn a lot from the mistakes to get better and better, and hopefully you, with experience. And one thing I really learned, which I was taught at a young age, was you can never know too many people, and I think that is a big thing. So creating teams of people and helping them create new innovative ideas really led me to creating a company that does exactly that, helps these crazy inventors that have these great ideas, but they might not know how to run a business, or they might not know what to do with that idea, or how to protect it, or how to market it. So I formed Perpetual Industries a few years back, and to do exactly that. I've been selling technology to big companies all over the world, and I think we put too much emphasis in innovation. We want the big companies to innovate for us, and they just don't. They're like great big ships are in the sea. They don't change course very quickly. So how do you get this great idea, this invention, very innovative people out there coming up with these great ideas. How do you get that to the end user, commercialize it, and all the steps that it takes, prototyping, all this type of thing. Really, financing these ideas is a big part of it, which is why I decided to, create a public company to be able to do that and bring in some great industrial ideas. Trying to sell it to the big companies is difficult, but you can do it. But I like sort of the Dyson model, where he had tried to do that with his patented idea and the vacuum world, and run into all kinds of problems. Big companies, they have all kinds of layers of bureaucracy and different issues, and rightfully so. They manufacture so many things. Sometimes some of these big companies, and they look 5 years ahead. They have assembly lines. You can't just go in and change things quickly. So there was really this opportunity to be a conduit, if you will, in between all those ideas, and to either do it yourself or to partner up with some people, or eventually get it to the stage where you could take it to a bigger company to make it mass produced and that type of thing. So that's kind of my background, kind of, growing up around this stuff. I didn't have much of a choice. I wasn't going to go and work for somebody after working for those guys. They were pretty tough on me. So I figured I'm going to be my own boss, but that comes with all its own issues too, as you know.
No, I mean, hey, it's awesome. Like, really, it's a great entrepreneur story. It starts out, you're kind of doing all the grunt labor. You're like, I hate this, but you're also seeing how much money, they're making. And that's a big driver. I remember it was for me. And, you have these ideas of, okay, what's going to be the next thing. And, your dad tells you, hey, you got to learn the stock market. So you sink or swim, kind of throws you in the stock market, and you come back, you're like, okay, like I see this, I've realized how to raise money or leverage, certain things in the markets. And of course we can do videos, talking about, how to raise money with an idea and all that kind of stuff going forward, because I know you're very passionate. And then all the struggles you had, you said, hey, there's other people with great ideas that have the same issues I have, or maybe don't have the same business mindset. And you created a company so you could help them out, which I think is awesome.